EWTN is a global network, and we're praying for our colleagues in Ukraine. I had the opportunity to speak with the Director General of EWTN Ukraine, Father Oleksandr Zelenskyi, who's in Kyiv. He shared with us what the situation is like now and the desperate need for prayer.
Last night was explosion in the house, which is 2 kilometers from our house.
Wow.
Where we live. Yes, so I heard this explosion, and I woke up in that moment. Yes, it was, I think, 4 a.m. in Kyiv time. Yes, it's not easy. Yes, it's some stress for us, but we also really believe that God will help us to defend our country, to defend our dignity, our freedom, and we really need also the help of different people in the world.
And Father, tell us about your plans. I know that you announced that you're going to be staying in Ukraine. Will others be with you? Is this a plan that is just for now, or are you staying there for the duration?
Yes, we're staying in Ukraine. We'll try to serve through the television EWTN Ukraine. Yes, our mission now is to give people this possibility of this opportunity to meet with God, also through media, because they need it. They need this prayer, and we try to broadcast masses, adorations. We try to give them hope. So this is our mission. This is our duty in this time. And so we'll try to serve as long as we will could to do it. We don't know how it will be in the future, how long yes, this situation will be. We really now also experience different signs of solidarity also from USA, from different countries who can try to help us in this situation. Yes, because we really know that we are small, we are little before the Russia. Russia is very big country, very big army. We are small, and we really need this help.
Well, you might say that you're small, but you're very important to us, and we're praying for you and your safety.
Thank you very much.
And for a broader look at the implications for Eastern Europe beyond Ukraine, we're joined by our colleague, the manager of EWTN East Central Europe, Iwo Bender. Iwo, you're in Poland, a country bordering this escalating deadly violence. Are people worried the Russian aggression could spread across the border?
The short answer is yes. Basically every generation of Poles for the past probably 3 centuries has experienced some sort of a conflict with Russia. I can speak even for my family history, where my grandfather had to escape during the war because he was on a list to be sent to Siberia. So every Polish family has had a history like this. So, and of course, we know that one of the few certain things in war is that they never play out the way they were planned by whoever started them. So yes, we are anxious. Yes, we are slightly worried. There is no panic, but people are justifiably worried.
Let's talk about economic impact. The moves by Russia will undoubtedly impact the rest of Europe, as Russia is the second largest producer of oil in the world and a huge source of grain. Are people hoarding supplies, filling up on gas? Is there a sense of panic?
Well, there is no panic to speak of, but people are indeed stocking up on gas. We have not very long lines, but you have to wait perhaps 5 minutes at the gas station. So there's visibly more people filling up, and of course, unfortunately, people are also stocking up on basic supplies. But again, the shelves are not empty. It's just you can notice more people in the stores and at gas stations.
And Ukrainians fleeing the war zones, they need help. Many are going to seek aid in Poland. Can you tell us about the resources being set up to help refugees?
Yes, very quickly, there is already about 1.5 million Ukrainians in Poland who started moving here after the first act of this Russian invasion back in 2014. So they're partially political migrants, partially economic migrants, also a lot of students. But we are now expecting up to 4 million Ukrainian refugees in Poland. Poland has opened its borders to Ukrainians. There is now a 10-mile line in front of the Polish border checkpoint in the eastern part of the country. And Poland is getting ready in the town of Przemyśl, which is the first larger town right across the border from Ukraine. The local train station was basically converted into a makeshift shelter where Ukrainian nationals can find a bunk bed to sleep on before they move on to meet with their families or to be taken care of by the Polish government or the Polish church, which in fact has already announced that this coming Sunday and Ash Wednesday, all the Polish churches will collect money, donations to help Ukrainians fleeing this aggression.
Iwo, have you seen U.S. forces there? Is there any kind of collaboration from the U.S. government?
Well, I do not know if the U.S. forces are engaged in helping the Ukrainian refugees. They are stationed far away from Warsaw, right on the border, especially in the southeastern part of Poland. So I cannot confirm that, but I know that the increase of the U.S. military presence in Poland, especially with the 82nd Airborne, which is now dislocated in the southeast, was really welcome by the Polish people.
You mentioned 4 million people. Is that right?
Yes, that is the higher end of the estimate. Yes.
And is that unprecedented for Poland? Is that something they've done in the past, or a higher number?
Right. Poland is a country of 38 million people. Right now, we have probably 1.5 Ukrainians already. So that would basically mean, if this indeed materializes, that more than 10% of the population of Poland will be consisting of Ukrainian refugees. Of course, I hope that this will not escalate to that level, but this is the top end of the estimate. So, of course, it will have tremendous impact on basically every facet of Polish life.
Let's talk about faith in Ukraine and in Poland. The historic nature of the church is very strong in these regions. Is there hope because of that? Are you seeing that church leaders are responding in a specific way?
Absolutely. Of course, we can say that, first of all, our sister station in Ukraine is broadcasting. They decided not to leave Kiev, even though they could. So they are doing their job. They're trying to go about their business as much as possible under the circumstances, being under attack. And also I know from Ukraine that the people are turning, of course, in a situation like this, closer to God. The Polish church has been very vocal about condemning this unprecedented Russian invasion, and also about welcoming the refugees who are coming to Poland and providing for them both spiritually and materially. Basically, all the Polish churches are holding special prayer vigils for peace in Ukraine.
Thank you so much, Iwo. We know that we have a call to prayer for us on Ash Wednesday as well.
Yes, thank you.